It is time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news here on this Sunday evening, August 30th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. I get 5:01 p.m. news at I do at 5 o'clock. News and a top story at 5 o'clock here on this Sunday evening in this Democrats flocked to Minnesota this past weekend for the Democratic National Committee's summer meeting, a largely formality event, notably largely for the kibitzing and complaining about the presidential candidacy of Hillary Clinton. For all of the talk about a southern border wall, Scott Walker has an additional concern. Canada had given him support for a bill in the U.S. Canada border wall is a legitimate issue. Oliver Sacks, a neurologist at the author of best-selling books that explore the links between the brain and human experience, often brought case studies of unusual conditions, died Sunday at the age of 82. Roanoke, Virginia, community religious leaders have gathered to remember two television journalists who were shot and killed last week. Beirut, Islamic State militants in Syria severely damaged the Bell Temple, considered one of the greatest sites in the ancient world in a massive explosion Sunday, activists said. Ayman Abbas, head of the Supreme Election Committee, announced the dates for Ahmed Gabel as Egypt held elections in October and November. Germany has called for the other European Union states to take in more refugees, saying that it cannot go unabsorbing a disproportionate share of the thousands of asylum seekers arriving in the bloc. 3 children were rescued from a minivan last week have gone missing alongside their families from an Austrian hospital. The families were migrants from Syria and were being treated at the hospital for dehydration after they were discovered on Thursday. In Russell, Dominica, rescue teams worked Sunday to reopen roads to remote communities in Dominica after tropical storm Erica caused flooding and mudslides that killed at least 20 people and left more than 50 missing on the Caribbean island. A 30-year-old Jewish man with an extensive criminal history is expected to appear in court on Monday, charged with capital murder of a police officer in incident to the local sheriff tied to the Black Lives Matter campaign against police violence. A gunman killed 3 relatives in a surprise attack witnessed by a cell children in Norman, Eastern Tennessee, authorities he said. A statue of Jefferson Davis was removed from its pedestal Sunday on the campus of the University of Texas at Austin, days after a court rejected an appeal from a Confederate heritage group. While Eleanor Dempsey wasn't injured in her encounter with a shotgun Saturday, her surfboard didn't fare as well. Dempsey was surfing in front of Morris Strand campground in the Central Coast of California when she noticed that Spot was a dolphin. For decades, Chinese economic policymakers have drawn praise for keeping the economy growing stronger for turbulence such as the Asian financial crisis of 1997-1998 and the worldwide financial tumult of 2008. China stays in focus after the tumultuous week as investors ponder when Fed will start tightening. In Salt Lake City, Utah, a small Utah town outside Zion National Park has repealed a ban on chain restaurants, clearing the way for one of the country's biggest fast food chains to open amid Springdale's mom-and-pop restaurants. International oil and gas companies seeking new deposits in existing field become depleted as NA discovers biggest gas field in the Mediterranean off Egypt. Orbiting about 1 billion miles beyond Pluto, an object named 2014 MU-69 will be the next flyby target for NASA's new Horizon Spacecraft Agency officials announced on Monday. Millions of stargazers around the world have captured the year's first celestial phenomenon with the supermoon and the sun in detail. About 170 Australian stargazers noticed a curious cloud formation surrounding the particularly bright and large full moon. Scientists have recently identified a new species of crustacean which lives with a tube-like structures organisms known as solar tentacles along the coral reefs of Raja Ampat. Observations on NASA's Hubble Space Telescope revealed 2 supermassive black holes. Minnesota resident Amber McCullough delivered joined twin girls at a children's hospital in Colorado on Wednesday, as McCullough was informed by the doctor they needed a high-risk surgery that they will have to perform. Immediately after birth. A pint of water after a big night or a takeaway to soak in the booze. There's no point, says scientists. Scientists have solved one of the burning questions on time: how to avoid a hangover. Kayla and Kiara Hernandez, who are 6 months old, were born with a hearing disability that could have set them back academically as well as terms of speech communication without the necessary assistive technology, which could have cost. A happy ending up in Baxter State Park, Maine, as a 78-year-old hiker missing since Thursday is found Sunday afternoon, officials said. Peter Channel News time is now 5:06 on this Sunday afternoon, and it is time now for a travel report here on this Sunday afternoon here. And Route 138 and on the westbound side, so on Route 1 in North Kingstown here. 95 on the northbound side is so from 295 in Edinburgh to Route 152 in North Edinburgh here. 95 on the southbound side, so around Route 295 North Edinburgh here. Route 3 on the northbound side, it is slow from Hanover all the way out to Route 18 in Weymouth here. Southwest Expressway on the southbound side, it is slow for the Dorchester stretch through an accident on the Southwest Expressway on the northbound side before the Mass Pike. Mass Pike on the westbound side, it is slow for the Logan Airport through the South Boston on the westbound side. Eastbound side, it is slow from Southwest Expressway all the way at the Logan Airport here. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, it is slow around Route 128 in Weston here. Mass Pike on the eastbound side is backed up from Brimfield all the way out to Charlton. Mass Pike on the westbound side is slow from Auburn all the way out to Sturbridge here. 495 and then northbound side, it is slow from 195-25 interchange in Wareham all the way out to Route 28 in Middlebury due to an accident on Route 495 northbound around Route 28 in Middlebury, and then hit Brisket on 495 northbound in Middlebury, stretch around Route 44 here. 28 on the northbound side around the border rotary. Before that, a little slow here. Southwest Expressway southbound side slow before the Braintree split. 120 on the northbound side slow from the split all the way out to Route 37 in Braintree here. 93 on the southbound side slow from Somerville to the Zakin Bridge. Tiffany Hill Tunnel on the northbound side, it is slow for the Boston area here. Mass Pike on the westbound side, so for the Austin Barton tolls here. 120 on the southbound side, so for 95 in Peabody, all the way out to Route 20 right in here. 195 on the southbound side, it is slow around Route 97 and Route 125 in April here. Up New Hampshire, 93 on the southbound side, so from Route 4 to before Route 89 in Cork, New Hampshire here. 93 on the southbound side, so after Route 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire here. Main turnpike on the southbound side, it is slow from York all the way up to Kittery. 95 on the southbound side, it is slow from Portsmouth all the way up to Hampton tolls here. And then hit brakes again at 95 south from Hampton all the way up to Amesbury around Route 495 here. And otherwise, a smooth sailing commute on this Sunday evening here as main turnpike on the southbound side got an accident in York. So expect a few delays here before the backup from York to Kittery on the main turnpike here. Alright, let's take a look at some MBTA alerts here at 5:09 here. Ferries are looking good. Subway system SL4 Express with minor delays due to traffic and on the Kabiri Rail. Looking good. Pair Channel News Time 5:09 on this Sunday evening. It's time now for a weather report. Tonight, Petrobras after 5 a.m. west. Cloud skies are gradually becoming part cloud skies about 67 degrees and southwest at about 3 to 6 miles an hour here. Monday, Petrobras before 8 a.m. west. South skies about 89 degrees and westward about 5 to 9 miles an hour here. Monday night, Boston coast skies about 67 degrees and northwest at about 3 to 5 miles an hour here. Tuesday, Boston south skies higher at 83 degrees. A lot of variable wind becoming northeast around 5 to 6 miles per hour in the morning here. Tuesday, Petrobras after 3 a.m. west. Port Cascade low at 60 degrees and southeast at about 6 miles are coming after midnight here. Wednesday, Petrobras for 9 a.m. west. South sky high at 91 degrees. Wednesday, Petrobras after 5 a.m. west. Port Cascade low at 64 degrees. Thursday, Petrobras for 8 a.m. west. Both south sky high at 98 degrees. Thursday night, Petrobras after 5 a.m. west. Port Cascade low at 63 degrees. Friday, Petrobras for 8 a.m. west. Both sunny Port Cascade high at 84 about 62 degrees. Saturday, Petrobras of west. Most sunny Port Cascade high at 83 about 60 degrees. And for Sunday, most sunny high at 84 degrees. Here, our northern temperature at 5:10 p.m. Sunday at 88 degrees with Port Cascade at a humidity of 38%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this August 30th, 2015 on a Sunday evening. I'm Pierce here, but good evening, good positive to all. See you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. Have a good evening.